Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you guys my first video. I figured I would sit down and get ready with you guys for my morning routine featuring the new Natasha Denona Star Palette. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, you guys. I seriously can't put it down. Like, can you even? So I think I'm gonna do like a really pretty neutral peachy glowy eye today. So if you want to see how I get this look, then let's just get on into it. So I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Primer, and I'm going to use about a pea-size amount and gently massage that onto the face, including my T-zone, so that I always start in my T-zone because that's where I'm the oiliest. And I love that that primer sort of creates an even canvas and helps to fill in my pores and leave my skin a little bit matte. And today for foundation, I'm going to mix the Estee Lauder Double Wear with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation. I love this foundation combo because it's like the perfect amount of glowy but matte long wearing foundation, if that makes sense. I have combo skin, so I have a hard time with foundations being too matte or too glowy, so I find that these mixed together give me a really natural glowy finish with the coverage that I like. And I'm just taking my beauty blender and gently pouncing that onto the skin, making sure not to rub it into the skin. And for concealer, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade Light. I love the consistency of this concealer. I just wish that it was a little bit brighter. I usually use the brightening concealer, but I picked up the fair shade in hopes that it would work, but I'm a little bit pale at the moment, so I'm mixing that with a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, and I believe I'm in the shade Fair Neutral, but I'll include all the shades in the description below. I love the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. The coverage does not play, like it lasts for so long, but I find that it's a little bit too thick for me and it tends to cake up a little bit. So if I don't mix it with an oil underneath my eyes, I tend to mix it with a concealer that is a little bit more moisturizing and thinner in consistency, because I feel like it doesn't settle into any fine lines or crease, but if I wear it alone, sometimes it's a little bit creasy. And I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye area with the Wet n Wild Contour and Highlight Duo. I love this banana powder in this set. It sets my under eyes like a dream and leaves it super silky and smooth without looking dry or cakey. And I'm just taking an e.l.f. Concealer brush and gently patting this underneath the eye and anywhere I set my concealer. But I really make sure that I kind of gently press underneath the eye to really set the concealer into place, and then I start from the outside of the eye and move towards the inner corner of the eye just to make sure that there's no settling into fine lines. And then I sort of take the excess powder and move that over the chin, the forehead, and then the nose for any concealer that I've placed there. And then I'm going to go in with the contour shade. This is a Real Techniques contouring brush. You can see this contour is very, very pigmented and it's a little bit dark for me, but I'm making it work. So I like to contour underneath the cheekbones, under the chin, as well as a little bit on the forehead. And the lovely thing about this powder is that it's so finely milled and blends out like a dream. Like, I put a little bit way too much on, let's be honest, and it blended out super easily and looks really natural. The only thing is that the undertone is a little bit warm, and I wish that it wasn't as warm. And I'm just going to take my beauty blender and gently blend out any harsh lines that I may have. And then I'm going to take the Halo highlighting wand from Wet n Wild. I really like this highlighting wand. It has a really big doe foot applicator, which makes it really easy to place this on the high points of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and just dab 3 little dots on my cheekbones and then take my beauty blender and gently press this into the skin. And with this product, you have to work rather quickly because I do find that it tends to set pretty quickly, but it gives such a pretty natural glow. But I'm extra, so I'm going to take the Milani strobing highlighting powder, and I think this is like the middle shade. There's 3, and it's like a champagne-y gold, and I'm going to set the liquid highlighter that I placed. And then I'm going to take this Jouer blush duo. I love the colors in this duo. It's like the perfect peachy nude, and I love mixing the two. But both shades are really pretty on their own. One is a little bit more peachy and one is nude, but I feel like the two shades mixed together are so pretty, and
go with every sort of look, and I like to start on the apples of my cheeks and then I blend outwards towards the temples. And next we're gonna go on to brows, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation eyebrow pencil, and I'm seriously obsessed with this, you guys. Like, I'm not playing. I've only used this brow pencil for like the last 2 months, which is saying something because I'm pretty particular about my brows, but I just love the ease of this product. It has like a tapered end, so it's really easy to get into the front of the brow and to use like the corner to feather out natural hairlines, and then it's quick enough to fill in the tail end of the brow. And I love that it comes with a little spoolie, so you can blend out the brows and make sure that they're even and you don't have to pick up a separate brush, which I really am a fan of, and it's such a natural yet dramatic looking brow, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to curl my lashes. I like to curl at the root, and then I slide the curler up a little bit and get my lashes right in the middle, and I like to curl before I put any eyeshadow primer or eyeshadow on. And for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to take the Loreal primer, which is an oldie but a goodie, and I'm going to just gently massage this onto the eyelids. And now for the star of this tutorial, that Natasha Denona star palette. So I'm going to take this sort of peachy mid-tone brown and this taupe mid-tone brown and mix them together for my crease shade. And you'll notice that my fingers are towards the end of my brush, giving it very light pressure when I'm blending these two shades. And I like to take a really fluffy tapered brush and just gently use those windshield wiper sort of motions into the crease, starting to blend outwards towards the brow. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side. And sorry you guys, I'm looking down, but I just have a mirror there, so it's easy for me to see my shadow. And then I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills duo brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take that sort of chocolate brown and then that like almost slightly purpley taupe brown, and I'm going to put this on the outer edge of my eye. I like to start closer to the lash line and then gently sort of wiggle that into the crease, and you'll see that I'm using really a light hand and blending with a tapered brush, and then I go in back to that crease brush and sort of blend out the harsh edges, and I kind of go back and forth between those two brushes to get the intensity that I like. And I don't like to use tape or anything, I just like to fix the edges as I go. And then I'm going to take this flat shadow brush and take that really pretty peachy almost golden undertone shade. It's so pretty. I'm going to pack this onto the inner part of the lid to meet that sort of purpley brownish mauve. And you'll see I'll kind of go back to build the intensity until I find the one that I like. And you can also go ahead and use a little bit of Fix Plus once you have the shadow on your brush to intensify it, but I was going for a little bit more of a natural look today. And then I'm going to take those two crease shades again, and I'm going to blend these underneath the eyes with a smaller blending brush. So this creates a nice little smooth canvas for under the eye, just so that the darker shades blend a little bit easier. And be careful because you don't want to get shadow in your eye. That's like the worst feeling, am I right? And then I'm going to go in with that mid-tone brown and then that dark chocolatey brown and gently massage that, blend it underneath the eyes. I'm going to start from the outer edge inwards, and I kind of like to take this about halfway in for all of the color, and then once that's there, then I'll sort of bring it in a little bit all the way to kind of even out the color, but I don't want too much darkness on the inner third of my eye, just because it can tend to make your eyes look a little bit smaller. So I like to have the intensity on the outer edge. So I gently sort of blend this out with that brush and meet the shadow that we have up on the top lash line. Still gotta blend a little bit, you know. I could probably sit and blend my eyeshadow all day long and it still wouldn't be perfect. And then I'm going to take this Jouer highlighter and a small highlighting brush, and I'm going to put this underneath the brows for a little bit of a highlight and add some dimension to the eyes. And I'm also going to add this onto the inner corner because I really love a bright inner corner. I just feel like it helps awaken the eyes and makes my eyes look a little bit bigger, which I'm all about. And I'm going to opt out of eyeliner today and just head for mascara. So I'm going to use a L'Oreal Lash Paradise, Voluminous Lash Paradise. I like to start with this mascara because it gives me a lot of volume and a little bit of length. And I like to work this on my upper lashes. And then I'm going to take the Total Temptation and put this on the top and bottom lashes. And I like to set the volumizing mascara with a lengthening mascara, which is my secret to really full long lashes. And then for the lips today, I'm going to take the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I've really been enjoying a glossy lip and a nude lip recently, but maybe that's because I've been getting back into wearing a lot of eyeshadow. Because for a while I was only on a fuchsia kick, which I'm still not mad at. And this gloss is so pretty. It has like the slightest gold shimmers and it looks super natural without looking too blasé. And then I'm going to set my face with the L'Oreal setting spray. I forget which one this is, but I'll link it below just to make sure that that sets and is locked in all day. Do a little dance, you know. And there you have it. There's the final look.